Next movie I have is Starfighters. When you hear a movie called The Starfighters, you're probably expecting some sort of Star Wars ripoff. This is not that. This is a much earlier movie. Like, this is a time, it's actually referring to basically test pilots. Like, not space pilots, just test pilots of airplanes. And this is the worst attempt at a movie on this list. That I can't imagine something worse. What this movie is a series of uninteresting scenes interspliced with countless minutes of scenes of planes refueling. There's not much of a narrative to it. It's not interesting. It's incredibly boring stock footage of planes refueling with really bad drama in between. It's barely a movie. The acting's bad when it's there, but it's not there much. I mean, it's acting you would expect from a movie like Reefer Madness or one of those old school morality movies, although this one's more about the central conflict of this movie is the lead character's father wants him to be a bomber, and he wants to be a fighter pilot. And his father's disappointed he doesn't want to be a bomber, but he wants to be a fighter pilot. And then there's clips of planes refueling. And the ending's not interesting, the movie's not interesting. It's just a lot of stock footage to pad it out, which is something that's used in a lot of B movies, but it's just so over the top here. This isn't even a B movie. This was not made to be a B movie. Seems like it was made as sort of a military propaganda thing, but I don't know. I don't know what the history of this is. This would have been totally forgotten the time if it weren't for Mystery Science Theater 3000, and I almost think it should have been. I don't think this kind of movie should even be considered in the bottom 100, because it is just barely a movie. And there's probably countless movies exactly like this one that have been totally forgotten to history. Rightfully so. This is like the equivalent of a crappy YouTube movie today, but back in the 50s. And don't watch it. Don't watch this. This is the only movie I've ever seen where the Mystery Science Theater 3000 people are actually struggling to watch the movie. They run out of jokes to make about planes refueling. I will say, Doctor Strangelove is one of my favorite movies, and it has a great scene of planes refueling. And I think that actual stock footage is in this movie like 20 times. And that was kind of, at first, it's like, hey, that's that stock footage they used in Doctor Strangelove. And then it's like, hey, there it is again, and again, and again. Don't watch this movie. Starfighters is super bad and not interesting.